Good morning, students. Welcome to English Class 8. Today we start with Unit 4 poem A Thing of Beauty, written by John Keats. About the author. John Keats was a British romantic poet. Although trained to be a surgeon, Keats decided to devote himself totally to poetry. Keats' secret, his power to sway and delight the readers, lies primarily in his gift for preserving the world and living his moods and aspiration in terms of language. A Thing of Beauty is an excerpt from his poem Endymion, a poetic romance. The poem is based on a Greek legend. A beautiful young shepherd and poet who lived on Mount Latmos had a vision of Cynthia, the moon goddess. The enhanced youth resolved to seek her out and so wandered away through the forest and down under the sea. Before we start the poem, let's have an introduction. The poet says that a beautiful thing is a source of endless joy. It has eternal beauty which never fades away. A beautiful thing is like a shady shelter which gives us a sleep full of sweet dreams, good health, and relaxation. Our attachments to the earthly things are like a garland full of beautiful flowers. They are traps which bind us to the materialistic things and keep us away from eternal happiness. The earth is full of hatred, greed, and negativity. According to the poet, the gloom and sadness caused by this negativity fade away with the positive vibes of the beautiful things that surround us. The poet lists out some of the beautiful things that surround us. Says that the numerous creations of God, like the sun, which gives us energy, the moon's beauty, the trees, which gives us shade, are the natural beauties around us. The various animals, like the sheep, that surround us, make our world lively. The pretty flowers, like daffodils, make the world green and lively. The following streams of water cool and refresh us in the hot summer season. The forests, which are full of pretty musk, rose flowers, are beautiful sight to the eye. All these are the things of beauty. Also, the stories of the brave soldier who laid their lives to protect their people are beautiful and inspiring. These beautiful things are like a fountain or immortality bestowed upon us by God. They inspire us to live on and maintain our faith in Goddess. So, poet says each and everything has created by God is very much special. Now let's move on to the poem and its explanation. First stanza. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us and asleep, full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Explanation. The poet says that beauty stays forever. It never fades away. Rather, it increases with the passing time. Beauty is like a beautiful shady tree under whose shade all the creatures can sleep peacefully and enjoy good health. Second stanza. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth. Some shapes of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirit. Explanation. Every day it is the beauty which fills us with the spirit to life. The beauty builds the desire in us to live and bind us to the earth. The beauty which is created by God helps us to remove the sadness from our hearts. Stanza. Such the sun, the moon, trees old and young, sprouting a shady boon, for simple sheep, and such are daffodils. With the green world they live in, and clear reels, that for themselves a cooling covert make jaint the hot seasons, the mid forest break. Explanation. The beautiful things, such as the sun, the moon, old and young trees, are like a blessing bestowed on all the creatures by the earth. They provide us with shade and coolness. They are a boon to us. Daffodils are also beautiful with their green world. The clear stream cools the long hot summer. Fourth and the last stanza. Rich with a sprinkling of fair musk, rose blooms, an endless fountain of immortal drink, pouring unto us from the heavens' brink. Explanation. The poet further carries on with the description of the more beautiful things present on the earth, such as beautiful musk roses with a nice fragrance. These things are the gifts from God for all of us. They are like nectar given by God to us. These are the beauties which are endless and give us a reason to live on this earth in spite of having so many sorrows in our life. So, dear children, in the end of this poem, we have come to know about the beauty of nature, animals, people, places, and things which all have created by God. I hope you all have understood the poem. Let's meet in our next session with more interesting topics. Till that, stay peace, stay healthy. Thank you, children.